Hey guys, welcome to A Policeman's Life. Today's video is just a quick little update about the CrossFit world and how it's changing. I don't know if I haven't digested enough to say if I think it's changing for the better or worse, but for people like me, it's pretty much staying the same when it comes to the open, but people that are regional level athletes, it's going to change quite a bit. So it all started this morning when the Chalk Up posted an article here, or sorry, I think it's the Morning Chalk Up posted an article about how Greg Glassman is changing the face of the CrossFit Games and how it's going to be totally different starting not this season, but the next season. So what's going to be the same is the Open. It's still going to be the same, but it's going to change this time. It's not going to be January, February. It's going to start in October. The games are going to be the same, but what's going to be different is there's going to be no more regionals. So what it looks like is basically we'll have the Open in October. So then any country that has an affiliate, the top male, the top female, and the top team from that country will go to the CrossFit Games. So in, let's just say, the United States, pardon that bug or whatever it is, in the United States you'd have Matt Frazier, let's say Cassie Lance McWarner, and CrossFit Mayhem Freedom going to the games. So your Ben Smith, your Alex Smith, your Scott Panchik, CrossFit Cowboy, Carrie Pierce, Brooke Wells, all those people would not qualify in the States. Last year in Canada, Brent Fikowski wouldn't have qualified. Pat Vellner wouldn't have qualified. He wasn't the top male. So you go to all these little small countries, like I think I was watching another video that said Madagascar has one affiliate. Well, the person that qualifies from Madagascar is probably not going to be as good as Brooke Wells or Scott Panchik, so is that fair? But I think what Greg Glassman's trying to do here is maybe globalize this like the Olympics, get somebody from all these different countries to show up at the CrossFit Games. Now, these athletes that don't make it through the Open, they now can go to sanctioned events, so things like the Wadapalooza, the Granite Games, and there's going to be, I think, 16 of them, and you can win that, get your ticket to the CrossFit Games. So ideally, if you're a CrossFit athlete, you'd want to peak, perform well in the Open, and win for your country. But realistically, for a lot of athletes, if Matt Frazier's in your country, you don't want to peak for the Open because you're probably not going to make it. So you have to peak a little later for other events. So that's going to make it kind of interesting. You'll see people like the Wadapalooza, the Granite Games, they'll get bigger. All these other little tiny ones that nobody's even heard of yet, because there's going to be 16 of them, they're going to grow as well. One thing I do kind of like about this too is if these sanctioned events are all going to be drug testing as well, it would be harder for athletes to hide some drug use throughout the year as well, because they'll be tested more often. They don't know which event they're actually going to qualify through, so that'll make it interesting. And for me, like just a normal CrossFit athlete, the Open's going to see the same. I'm going to see how well I do against my affiliate, my gym. I'm going to see how well I do within my little area of the country. I'm not worried about going to regionals. If you're a low-level regional athlete, like you just make it to regionals, you have a good time going, you're going to lose out on that. You can still try to go to these events and qualify, but it's going to be a lot harder. So it'll be interesting to see now the numbers. I think it was like somewhere around 160 some countries have affiliates. That's a lot of, remember, you're setting one male, one female, and a team from all these countries. So you're looking at 900 and some athletes maybe. So in each, like right now in the games, you have 40 men, 40 women. Now you're going to have 160 men, 160 women. So it'll be interesting to see if maybe the first two days the games, half the athletes get chopped or something like that. It's obviously going to be different. It'll be hard to run with that many athletes. But overall, it's pretty interesting. By the sounds of it, your masters and your teens are going to be gone. So a lot to try to qualify. So let's just say Madagascar has an affiliate and no big name athlete goes there. In theory, a teen could qualify there and go against the RX men. A master could qualify there and go against the RX men. So there'll be a mix that you'll see. One thing that we will see is probably a lot of athletes moving. So you go to a country, that has a lot of affiliates but never sends anybody to the games. Basically, an athlete goes and lives there for a year, they can qualify for the games. So you might see a lot of that. So it'll be interesting. Obviously, there's no confirmation from CrossFit HQ about this, so we'll wait to see that. But it seems like from reading the article that this person has really good sources. Everything seems legit, and they're losing money right now how it's set up, so they want to make money. So you get rid of regionals, that will save them a lot of money, and then you let everybody else, the Wadapalooza and the Granite Games, they pay for all their stuff. They're just sanctioned by CrossFit, and they don't pay any money out for that for people who qualify for the games. So definitely interesting. Leave some comments below what you think. Do you plan on moving to Madagascar to try to get to the CrossFit Games? So again, next year it's staying the same, but so you'll have the normal open January, February, go to the games in August, but then that October, the open for the next year's games will start. So that's where everything's going to be all different. Oh, Sid, you like that idea? Anyway, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and we'll talk to you later.